Hey Sag, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright guys, so this is going to be your July mid-month. This will be from July 15th to August 15th. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm in the process of moving, but honestly I've just been by my computer doing a lot of readings. So for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, hi, I'm Lisette. But yeah, I'm gonna be moving next week, guys. So I am by my computer now. I'm knocking out as many readings as I can so that I can go ahead and, you know, do the moving process and not have a lot on my plate. So if you do want a personal reading from me, right now is definitely the time to get it. I'll leave everything in the description so you guys can go ahead and get that. I'm taking the readings as they come in. So I'll get it to you either same day or definitely within, 24 hours, never longer than 2 days. Alright, so let's see what is going on for you guys. This will be from July 15th to August 15th. Alright. What is going on with the sign of Sagittarius, July 15th to August 15th. And I hope you guys don't mind my jams in the back. Alright. Okay. Whew, so the energy for your reading is the devil. Alright guys, so when the devil comes out, it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world. The devil comes out when there's just too much of anything. So if you're extremely lustful over a person, if you you like them to like a dangerous extent, the devil has to do with the ego, I think. So anytime you're feeding your ego, so lust instead of love, or anger instead of understanding. So it's just too much of a bad thing. This could be codependency, this could be, drug addictions, being with the wrong person, but just a toxic situation that you guys may be in. But you do have the Wheel of Fortune underneath that and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Alright? So you may be having something or someone from the past come back for you, but it's going to be something that'll be good for you. So let's see what's going on and let's see how this plays out. Alright guys, so the first card for your past is the Four of Swords in the reverse. So you may have been in a place of stagnation, not knowing where you want to go, but you're moving forward. Okay, you could have been in a time of contemplation. There could have been some shit that you went through that you're just like, you know what, I need to take a break. But now you're ready to move forward from whatever it was you took a break from. And whatever this was could have caused you some heartache. Okay. Yeah, so you're ready to move on from a situation that was hurtful for you. It was burdening, it was hurtful, there was heartache there, there was disappointment there. There's just a lot on your shoulders there, alright? Now the next card you guys have is the Eight of Wands, which makes a lot of sense. So you're moving forward from the situation that hurt you, that was burdening you, and you just cut off whatever it was or whoever it was that was causing you that pain. Queen of Swords, you cut it out. I love how the song in the background is I Bust the Windows Out Your Car. Alright? I feel like this is very fitting. So you guys are moving away from something that just no longer serves you. Alright? You're cutting the bullshit out. Yeah, because... Alright. Story time. 4 cards here. So you have the Page of Swords, which he's very direct with the communication that he has. Whether it's good news or bad news, it doesn't matter what it is, he's going to tell you straight. So I actually like him because, he's no bullshit. He tells you what's going on, and I think clarity is the best thing at the end of the day. We need to know what's always going on. Alright, so whatever that you're cutting out, it does involve strength in order for you to cut this out. But I feel like it was a situation that somebody may have been promising you something, or a job or a situation may have been promising you something that they couldn't deliver on. Alright? And it was just a bad time for you. And you had to cut it out and you had to keep moving on with your life. Alright? So the next card you guys have is the Knight of Swords. So your past was all about cutting out what didn't serve you. Good for you guys. Alright? No matter what it was, whether it was the other person or whether it was you, you have to get away from things that don't serve you. Yeah, you gave up on the situation. 9 of Wands in the reverse. There was no start here. Nothing was going to come from it. You had to move on. You had to cut it out. Alright, in your current moment, 9 of Swords in the reverse. 9 of Swords upright, I'm sorry. Alright guys, so Nine of Swords, this is all about being in your head. This is all about worrying about someone, staying up late at night. But you guys have to understand that this is self-inflicted. You're making things 10 times worse than what it is. You're just thinking too much. Stop the thinking. Like, you made the right decision. If it wasn't good for you, it's just not good for you. You gotta move on. Don't stress yourself. Whether it was a job or whether it was love, no matter what it was, things that are meant for you in life, they should come for you, you know, in an effortless way. If you feel like you have to fight so hard, then it might not be worth it. And, you know, right now I'm not talking to, like, anyone who's an entrepreneur or building a new business, because, yes, you're going to have to put a lot of shit into what it is you're trying to do. But if it's love, if it's, you know, a job that you're not even that passionate about, just like a 9 to 5 that helps you get by, it shouldn't stress you out that much. Alright? So this is self-infliction right here. Why are you guys stressed? Okay, let me get one more card. You're stressed because you guys just want something stable and something that's good for you. Okay? And you're worrying about how you're going to get that. The King of Pentacles is somebody who, you know, he knows how to manage his money. He knows how to manage his life. Everybody loves him. You know, he's really good in the community. Takes care of his family. The Sun card, this is just good news, good things coming in. So you guys are worried, but there could be good things happening to you. Alright? So just have faith that good things will happen. And you might also be worried because of this person or the situation that you had to let go. There's a falling out. And the falling out happened because you weren't happy and it wasn't stable. So either, you know, things weren't stable, or you could have been telling the world, like, yeah, I'm good, I'm happy, but the reality was it was a shit show. And there had to be this, you know, inevitable fallout with this person. Yeah, you were defeated over the situation. It was just done, it wasn't working, it didn't manifest the way that you guys wanted it to. You had to move forward from that. Now the next card you guys have is the King of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so with the King of Swords in the reverse, this is someone who's just thinking about themselves. They're not worried about you. They're not worried about how you feel. They're worried about them, their self-gratification, what's going to make them feel better, what's going to serve them better. They give no fucks about you. So this is either you guys taking this energy towards the past, saying like, look, you didn't do shit for me, so I ain't going to do shit for you. Or this could be the person in the past that you cut out and they were just an asshole, so you had to cut them out anyways. Alright, the High Priestess in the reverse. You're not using your intuition here. You're out of, you know, you're off your A game right now. Whatever's happening, you're not proud of it. You're not happy with what's happening. Alright? Whether it was you guys causing this distress or somebody else causing this distress, the situation just wasn't serving. And ooh, just found a bug. And it's on my journal. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry, guys. So, Sag. I love you guys. I love you guys to the max. But the thing with Sagittarians is that you guys, there's this ultimate need for freedom that you guys have. That's the core of you. You want freedom. You want to be able to live life. And you want to be able to have fun. So when it comes to love, I know a lot of people attack you because they feel like they can't have that love with you guys because they feel like you're very unreliable. What it is that you guys have to find somebody with a spirit that's as wild as yours. Me personally, I would probably kill a Sag if I dated y'all because I'm a Taurus and I need stability and I need routine, and that's just not your thing. So I know that you and I, like, in a relationship, we might not work, but there are so many people in this world that they want to just get up tomorrow and they want to like have their bags packed and ready and go. And you need to find somebody who's willing to do that. You need to find a job that's willing to cater that. So if this is in terms of work, maybe you guys have to work for a company that lets you travel, that lets you, you know, do different things where you guys are constantly on the move. If this is a person or a relationship that you're looking for, it has to be somebody who's willing to move as quickly as you guys are. So, you know, there may be something that you're not proud of, but you guys have to find somebody that's on your vibe, that's on your wavelength, that's going to be able to offer and do the same things that you do. Alright? Someone that's on your level. Someone who's okay with swift, quick changes. Because I feel like that's what Sagittarians are all about. Alright? So moving forward into your future, Okay, guys, you know what? This is crazy because I live in Florida and there's just so many bugs right now, and I don't know how they're getting into my house. Everything is closed, but y'all are seeing me like stress out right now. And the fact that I'm about to move out and like there's gonna be no one there to help me kill bugs. Alright, so if you guys want to like volunteer to help me kill bugs that I find in my house, I'd really appreciate it. So going into your future, you guys have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So there's an instability there, whether it's you or whether it's somebody else, but you know, this is you guys right here. You know, this is the fire sign. There's instability. This is usually somebody who comes off very, very charming, like, hey baby, I love you, but when you wake up, I'm not going to be there. Alright, so there's something that's happening that's unstable. It could be you, it could be somebody else. Let's see what's going on. Somebody's feeling betrayed in the future, guys. They're feeling betrayed, and there's definitely going to be some arguments. You got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, this is two people, or like a situation with a job where people are not seeing eye to eye. They're fighting, and it's like everyone feels like they have to have the last word. So it's like you're purposely hurting somebody, but it's just like just to gain power. But what power do you truly gain by making someone feel like shit? What I always say is that hurt people are the only people that hurt people. Alright? So when you're more like evolved and you've been through a lot and you know right from wrong, you know not to take stuff like that personally. So if stuff like this is being thrown at you guys, or someone's just trying to make you feel bad and just like saying things that's hurtful for no fucking reason, it's just like, wow, like why did you just say that to me? That was so uncalled for. It's because they're hurt, and it's because they're not feeling confident within themselves. People who are stable in their lives are not going to make you feel like shit. Alright, so if there's a situation where you're feeling like shit, you just have to remove yourself from that. You have to say, you know what, I'm going to pray for you. I hope that everything's good with you, but I need to back up because there's shit that you got to settle within yourself. The way that we are and the way that we act towards people, we're projecting what we feel. So if someone's like, say someone questions you and they're like, oh, are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? And it's just like crazy stuff coming out of nowhere. That's like, wait, well, are you doing that? Why are you questioning me so much? So it's things like that that you have to think about. People project who they are. So if someone is hurting you, it's because themselves, they are hurt. So keep that in mind. And if there's something that's happening that's unsettling you, just don't take it so personally. Realize that it may be the other person that's going through shit, even if you don't see it. They may be going through shit, or they may have something from the past that's like really traumatizing them. So keep that in mind. And the next card you guys have is the Justice card in the reverse. So there's definitely, I'm sorry, with the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the Justice in the reverse, there's some shady shit going on. Some really shady shit going on. Why is this Justice in reverse? Judgment. Whether it's you or whether it's someone else, this is something that's going to be brought to the surface, and this is something that's going to determine the future of whatever you're in, whether it be a job or a relationship. And it's coming to the surface, guys. And the Hierophant, you know, there's a higher power that's involved in this. So shit is going to be coming out. The Hierophant, he's all about taking the higher ground and doing things in the right way. So you have an injustice, you know, clarified by someone who's high and almighty and holy. Let's see where this goes. Let me get one more card here. And someone's going to end up reckless. Okay? There's an injustice here. And I feel like everything's just going to be on the table, guys. There's no other way I can say it. And someone's going to be really, really upset. So whether it's you or whether it's someone else, you have to determine what it is that you want. Okay. The next card and the last card you guys have is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could mean one of two things. You could be getting back with somebody from the past. I feel like you guys had, where was it? Yeah, you guys had the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So it could definitely be someone from the past that you are reconciling with and getting back together with. Or this could be you or somebody else in your life that is just they feel like very entitled. They feel like the world is owed to them, but like most of the time this person hasn't done shit to deserve the world, and they just feel that way, and it's like, yo, who the hell do you think you are? So like, you kind of might take a step back from that. Okay. Yeah, someone's feeling like self-entitled, but they're not getting what they want with the 3 of Wands in the reverse. But whether it's you or whether it's them, they're realizing that they're not going to get what they want, and they're getting out of their heads about it. They're not going to stress about it too much. Yeah, Knight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody was just unreliable, guys. I see you guys cutting something out, whether it was you or whether it was the other person who was fucking up, is getting cut out. There's too many injustices here. There's a lot of shit that just wasn't working. Is getting cut out. Alright, so what I'm going to do for you guys, like I do in the regular monthly spreads and the mid-month spreads, I'm going to pull you an oracle card to give you some advice and guidance on your next month. And for those just tuning in for the first time, Earth Magic Oracle Cards by Stephen D. Farmer. Alright. What is some advice for Sagittarius from July 15th to August 15th? Alright, vigilance, guys. Stone people, vigilance. Okay? Now let's see what the book says about this. I'm just chilling, guys. It's Saturday night. And I'm like deading everybody about going out because I just want to be here with you guys. I hope that's okay. Alright, so let's read. Stone people. These stone people stand in their ever-present vigil along the shores of an ocean whose tide has receded, leaving the remnants of water upon which we see them reflected. The sky, a soft and mobile backdrop for these solid beings, suggests peace and calm. They exude power only moved and shaped by other earth elements such as sea, wind, earth herself when she rumbles with her belly. With practice, we can not only emulate these stone people, but also respect their ancientness and relative absoluteness for strength. They stand tall, bearing the ragged lines where these other earth elements have carved their impression on these otherwise seemingly immobile fortresses. Long past when we've left the earth for the world of spirit, these ancient beings will remain witness to all that transpires before their bodies. Remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear. Vigilant simply means opening up your mind and senses to information as it is presented to you, through your eyes, ears, and physical sensations, and detached thoughts. It is especially true in 2 main areas. First, follow any gut feeling that they tell you to be wary about someone or something. Second, pay close attention to any important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. Maintain your vigilance of the clues around you and inside of you. Assess what is emanating from your body, and then sort out any conditioned responses from what is purely instinctual. Examine the situation with heart, intuition, and mind in harmony. For this is how vigilance serves you. Detach, take a breath, and stand tall in your stature. Alright, guys? Long story short, just be woke. Be woke. Be woke with everything that's happening with you guys. You know, I definitely see some unsettling stuff happening. I see you guys cutting someone out. Whether it's you, whether it's someone else, I think that you guys, you know, especially Sagittarius, you guys, you have to find somebody that matches your vibe, that matches your flow, that matches your vibrations, okay? Because when you do that, that's when you're going to be happiest. You have to know who you are as a person. Most Sagittarius people that I know, they like keep a freaking bag packed, ready to go on a trip. Like, hey bro, you want to go on a trip? Yeah, I got my backpack, let's go. Like, they're just ready to go. You guys have to understand that you are that way, and there's nothing wrong with that, but there's some people that go nuts for people who are just up and go. So you got to make sure, if you're the up and go type of person, you have to find somebody who's up and go as well. You have to find a situation that is up and go as well. So find something that serves who you are as a person, and be vigilant about what's going on. Stay woke. Know who's for you. Know who's not for you. Alright? Because when somebody is for you, you guys aren't going to want to step out of the relationship. They're not going to want to step out of the relationship. If it's a job that's for you, you're not going to want to, call out 6 days a week. So keep in mind who you are, what you want, and find something that's going to serve you the best way. I love you guys, and I feel like this is definitely a month where you're cutting out whatever does not serve you. So I wish you the best of luck with that, and I'll be back in a few days for some more bonus readings that I have for you guys. I shouldn't have told you that, but I told you that, so you guys know my secret. So yeah, I'll be out in a few days with some more readings. I love you guys. Take care, and if you do need your own personal reading, like I said, this whole weekend I'm just going to be sitting by my computer taking readings as they come in. So go for it. Take care, guys.